Hello everyone. This is Samriddhi here, and today we are here to present our project on a dance academy management system for the course System Analysis and Design. So today we are presenting this particular project with a goal that was to take a traditional Bharatanatyam academy and transform its operations using a structured, modern, and web-based solution. We chose this project for two main reasons. First, the Academy already has a strong teaching and cultural value, but it still depends heavily on manual processes like paper registrations, WhatsApp communication, and informal tracking. This gave us a clear opportunity to meaningfully improve efficiency and accuracy. Second, the system allowed us to apply every part of what we learned in this course: requirements gathering, data modeling, UI design, and implementation, while solving a real problem that affects students, instructors, and administrators daily. So, overall, this project was the perfect balance of cultural relevance and technical challenge. It let us modernize an existing institution while preserving the essence of classical dance. Um, Next, I would like to introduce my team members that we all work together for this project. We have Riyush, then it is me, Samriddhi, then I have Sahiti, and then I have Tanushri. Uh, Talking about who our client is and why this client. So, our client is Samriddhi's Dance Academy, a respected and reputed institution dedicated to teaching Bharatanatyam, which is a classical dance form in India. The academy emphasizes not only techniques but also cultural values, including Abhinay, rhythm, theory, and stage performances skills, etc. They run structured program across beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels. So there are three, four different levels that a student goes through, and regularly host workshops, cultural performances, and exams. So there are around 90 to 100 students that currently the academy is managing. Students get opportunity to perform at various events and festivals, which make learning more holistic. So, in a sense, the academy is a blend of tradition, discipline, and artistic development. Our responsibility was to build a system that supports modern operations without losing the cultural identity that makes the academy special. So, why this system is needed, or what is the exact problem statement, will be now explained by Sahiti.
So let me start by explaining the main problems that the academy is currently facing and why we decided to build the system. Right now, almost every process in this academy is done manually. For example, registration is done using the paper forms, attendance is marked manually in notebooks, and payments are tracked using the physical ledgers. Because of this, the whole process becomes slow, repetitive, and sometimes inaccurate. So important details also get missed, and the staff must spend extra time, in correcting errors. Another major issue is the lack of the centralized student database. There's no single place where all the student records, such as their course level or their attendance history or assignment submissions, are stored. If someone wants information, they have to search through different papers, messages, or files. This makes tracking student progress extremely difficult and time consuming. For instructors, managing assignments and grading is also a very big challenge. Students usually submit videos through WhatsApp or email. Then the instructor has to manually download it, store it, and then evaluate each and every submission. There's no structured system to track who submitted on time, who needs help, or what feedback was given. Scheduling classes also becomes confusing when there are multiple batches. Students also face limitations like they don't have a reliable way to access study materials or mock exams or their own performance reports. Most communication is verbal in WhatsApp groups, so this often leads to misunderstandings or information being lost. Because everything is scattered across papers and messages and communication channels, there's no smooth flow of information. This affects the efficiency of academy, delays decision making, and creates unnecessary workload. So the core need we identified is secure, web-based, you know, management system. This system will accurate key processes like registration, attendance, assignments, payments, and communication. It will also centralize all the data, which means everyone gets accurate real time information. Most importantly, the system is designed carefully to preserve the cultural identity of Bharatanatyam while modernizing the academy's operations. Next slide, please. Now, let me explain the different user roles in our system and why they're important. First, we have students. Students are the primary users. And the system is designed to make the experience smoother and more organized way. Student can register, log in, and immediately access their personalized dashboard. They can view their assignments, submit practice videos, check their attendance, access study materials, take mock exams, and track their own progress reports. The second role is the instructor or the admin. Depending on how the academy divides work, instructors have a separate dashboard where they can manage assignments, review student submissions, and give grades and provide feedback. This role helps the teachers stay organized and reduce the time spent for searching the emails or like downloading videos or one by one. Everything is centralized and easy to manage. The third role is the administrator, usually the academy owner or the manager. Administrators have the highest level of access, like they can manage student profiles, monitor payments, create class schedules, handle attendance log, and oversee all the operations. Fourth is like the visitors, like they can just come browse the gallery and learn about the course offerings and initiate any registration process that is online. Overall, these user roles help bring structure into the academic operations. Next slide will be dealt by Tanushri.
The next part is system user case, which explains how different user interacts with the system, what action they can perform, and what process can occur in the background. Let's dive deep into this user cases. First is account registration and login. The purpose of this user case is to allow user to create account securely and access the system. The actors involved are prospective students who are basically the visitors, students, admin, and teacher. Here, what happens in this flow is the user fills out a multi step registration form containing personal information such as address, contact details, dance experience, and password. The system then validates the entered data and creates a role based account. Once the user logins using email ID and password, the system verifies and generates a secure token. Based on the assigned role, users are redirected to their respective dashboard like student dashboard, admin dashboard, or instructor dashboard. This ensures secure access, role separation, and smooth onboarding for new users. The second user case is about system submission and evaluation. The purpose of this case is to enable student to submit practice assignment and allow instructor to review and grade them. The actors mainly involved are student, instructor, and admin. The workflow is like student can view all the assigned tasks with due dates and status labels. They can open an assignment to read instruction and upload their performance video. Once they submit, the system validates the file and records the submission. Instructors or admin receive all the submission in a central panel. They watch each submission, provide feedback or score, and mark it as graded. Student can then view the result instantly on the dashboard. This process ensures a structured learning environment and smooth communication between student and teachers. Next slide, please. So let's begin with the conceptual data model, which visually represent the structure of our system and how different entities interact with each other. In the center of the model, we can see the main characters are student, instructor, admin, and various linked entities such as assignments, submission, class, attendance, and payment. Each connections here define how information flows in the system. First, we have the student entity, which stores information like student ID, name, email, user, and password. Student attend classes, submit assignments, make payment, and also receive grade. Next, we have the instructor entity. Instructor entity create assignments, upload instruction materials, and evaluate submission. They also mark attendance and provide feedback to students. Then we have admin who oversees system activity, manage user registration, verifies credential, and maintains record. Admin ensure that the platform runs smoothly from the backend. The assignment entity stores details such as assignment ID, title, description, due date, and reference material. Students can access assignment, work on them, upload performance or related submissions. The submission entity records each student's submitted work, including submission time, status, performance, video URL, and the grades assigned by the instructor. We also have a class entity which includes schedule, dance form, location, and session details. Students enroll in classes, instructor conduct them, and the student is logged in for record and analytics. Lastly, there is a payment entity which handles fee transaction, receipt ID, dates, and amount information. This ensures that fee records are transparent and traceable. Overall, this data model ensures smooth interaction between student, teachers, admin while maintaining proper tracking of assignments, attendance, and payment. It forms the backbone of our entire system. Next, please.
So, talking about the non-functional requirements, which are basically all the qualities that make the system stable, secure, and pleasant to use, we have scalability, which is the idea that as more users join or more data gets added, the system shouldn't slow down or break. So, using a modular architecture means we can easily plug in new features or integrate with other tools later on without major redesigns. We have maintainability, which is all about keeping the code easy to work with over time. What helps with it is clear documentation, good version control, and useful error logs, which makes updates and debugging much smoother for developers. We have compatibility, which ensures the system works across all major browsers and tech stacks. Whether someone is using Chrome, Safari, or even different devices, the experience should be reliable and consistent. For security, we have added strong protection measures like JWT authentication, password hashing, and role based access. These safeguard user data and help prevent unauthorized access. In terms of performance, performance focuses on speed. Our goal is to keep API responses under 2 seconds, support over 100 users at the same time, and handle heavy uploads efficiently. This keeps the experience smooth and frustration free. We have usability, which is all about user experience. The interface should feel intuitive and natural. We have also added a unique design touch inspired by Bharatnatyam aesthetics to make the system visually meaningful and culturally grounding. Lastly, we have reliability, which ensures the system stays up and running with automatic backups, strong error handling, and high uptime. Users can trust the system to work with whenever they need it. Next slide, please. In terms of future work, this slide highlights where the system can grow in future and what we see as the next steps after the initial launch. The first area is content readiness, making sure the platform houses all the materials people expect, like videos, study guides, assignments, and so on. We also want to prepare helpful guides for both instructors and students to make the onboarding process easier. Next is deployment and support. This includes setting up strong hosting infrastructure and maintenance plan that keeps things running smoothly. We also plan to do beta testing with real users so we can gather feedback early and refine the experience. Under technical enhancements, we are looking at exciting additions like dedicated mobile app, automated notifications, and advanced analytics dashboards. These features will help users informed and give administrators much deeper insight into performance and engagement. Lastly, we have advanced improvements. We would expand the system even further, adding integration with exams, payment gateways, video playback, and more. This phase is about optimizing everything for long term use so the system remains fast, stable, and fully equipped for real world demands. Overall, this roadmap shows that we are not just creating a system for today, but we are planning ahead to make sure it keeps improving and growing. Next slide, please. Okay, so to wrap things up, the Dance Academy Management System represents a meaningful step forward for SDA. It brings together so many essential tasks: registration, attendance, assignments, study materials, exams, and most importantly, the payments into one unified digital platform. And the best part is that while it modernizes operations, it still respects and highlights the cultural roots of Bharatanatyam. This system offers three major benefits. First, it streamlines the work for instructors and administrators, reducing a lot of repetitive manual effort that frees up more time for teaching, mentoring, and supporting students. Second, it creates a much better learning experience. Students get a modern, accessible, and clean interface that makes it easier to stay organized and engaged. Third is architecture behind it that ensures a long-term sustainability. It's built to scale and adapt so that the academy won't outgrow anytime soon. With continued updates and proper training, this system can significantly enhance efficiency, transparency, and student engagement. And ultimately, it supports the Academy's mission, preserving the traditional dance while embracing technology in a thoughtful and in a respectful way. Talking about what's next, we are gonna walk you through a quick demonstration. So I'm gonna hand over to Samriddhi for the same.
Thank you so much, Riyush. So, as you saw, this was the entire journey and the detailed structure of how this project was. I would like to quickly share the screen where we have created a short demo for this entire project. Okay. As you see, this is the demo that we are presenting. And before the demo, I would just like to tell you a few technical details that we went through. So we chose Agile for this project because rather than a traditional waterfall model, uh, we thought that the requirements for Dance Academy were not fixed at the beginning. As we discussed more with clients, several ideas evolved, such as expanding the registration form, adding progress tracking, etc. So that was one of the primary reasons. Second, we also the system needed to be very user centered. So the academy has a strong cultural identity. So the UI and overall experience had to feel right to the client. So using Agile allowed us to show them small pieces of the system early, gather feedback, and make quick adjustments instead of waiting until the end. So we assigned clear responsibilities amongst ourselves. I focused on core development. Tanushri managed a sprint flow and the database scheme. Saiti worked on UI UX components. Riyush handled testing and entire validation. So the development process worked. We followed a very iterative approach. We built small functional modules. For example, the login system that you see here. Then the assignment submission page, then the attendance tracking after each module. We tested it, refined it, and then only moved forward. So this meant the project was always in a working state, even halfway through the semester. Instead of waiting until all features were done, we delivered small increments that were usable and testable. We also encountered a few challenges. A few challenges came upon along along the way, which Agile helped us manage effectively. So, evolving requirements is one of them. The client realized mid project that the registration form needed to collect more detailed information. Agile allowed us to adjust without derailing our timeline. Technical risk, implementing larger video uploads and handling role based access control required experimentation. Working in sprints helped us isolate and solve problems gradually. Time constraints with multiple classes and tasks, sprint planning helped us prioritize essential features first, such as authentication and dashboards. How did we connect? So we connected and collaborated with the client, and it was one of the essential part of the agile process. We engaged with them regularly, mainly through weekly check-ins or bi-weekly check-ins. During these interactions, they reviewed our sprint outputs, gave feedback on cultural elements, UI colors, and the overall tone of the system, clarified details like assignment criteria and attendance flows, and helped ensure the product aligned with the real needs of students and instructors. So, uh, in order to summarize the entire process, agile planning allowed us to stay flexible, deliver consistently, involve the client throughout the process, and build a system that truly matched their needs instead of just following a fixed, rigid plan. As you see on the screen, we have created a web application for them. The front end is React. The backend is a Node JS, and the database is in MongoDB. So if you see on the screen, this is just a landing page. This is the Academy's photo that you see over here. Then you There are a few details about how their entire setup is. Then there are a few gallery pictures that are over here, which we can view in a full gallery view. Then there is a get in touch section wherein all the details of the academy have been mentioned, and then there is a closure page with a footprint down there. So this is the entire landing page. Now, getting started is nothing but when a student wants to sincerely join this academy and just to fill a few details. I am putting a few dummy information. And if I just go further and if I add in more details as required and mentioned by the client, yeah, and here you can set up the password and then you can register yourself and you complete the registration. So this is just the sign up page that we see. Then for the demo purpose, we have created demo credentials. As we explained, there are users. So main user is admin, instructors, and then we have students. So admin and instructors manage, and students usually find information or interact with the app based on what admin and instructors do with it. So let us see first the admin view of this. This is just a demo credential that we have created for testing purposes. Uh, yeah. So if you see over here, this is the admin dashboard that shows total number of students currently, active batches, pending reviews, and average attendance overall that has been brought up yet. Then we have quick actions. So these are the uh, exact tasks that instructor or admin will do, and these tasks were again taken from the client according to what exact manual tasks that they are doing at their end currently. So just to show you quickly, this is the dashboard that we are seeing, and to go through each functionality that we showed you in our presentation. First, we have a student section. So right now we have created 4 students over here, and these students are classified under batch wise. So if you see, this student is placed under basic batch, this student is placed under basic batch, this student is placed under basic batch. So just for good UI and UX experience. We have given them different basis filtering so that it's easy to navigate for all the instructors. And they can also, we have also a search feature given over here. So if you go in all batches and if you have Samriddhi and if you try to search anything, it would surely pop up here. So these are the total batches: basic batch, intermediate batch, advanced batch. Next, going to creation of batches. It is not like a fixed number of batch currently. So this is the view where we are exactly showing how many batches there are. And if you want to create a new batch, we have given this pop-up where the instructor or admin can create a new batch over here. So the batch name, what level it is, intermediate, advanced. So this bifurcation of difficulty level in their examination was something that was given to us by the client in very later point of view, but because of agile planning we were able to implement it in our features. So also the class timings that we can update, which instructor is taking this class, how many students are there, any description, and then you create the batch. So again, here we have given a granularity of for the filtering, which helps for quick navigation for all the instructors or admin. Then you have attendance, the one of the major requirement that client had stated, and this was the first functionality that we started building after creating the users. So why attendance? First they used to take it on their WhatsApp, or they used to write it on books or papers, but understanding that in the class we had to take care we had to take care that they are not technical users. They want something that is quick and that will help to expedite the process of completing these tasks, and then to focus on teaching. So if you see, this is the first tab that says mark attendance, and here you see the attendance is batch wise. And if you select a batch, now this batch has 3 students, and here you can select the date for which the batch for which the attendance you want to take, and they can just click here and mark it present, and they have to just save the attendance. That's it. So whenever an instructor is taking class, this is the live demo that we had also given to client, saying that this can be done live in just few seconds and they don't have to waste time navigating here and there. Again, you can create batches from here as we had shown you there. Then going to dashboard view again, we can schedule the classes. We also thought different dashboards are very important for all the instructors to understand what is the planning that they are looking forward to. So monthly schedule was some idea that was given to us, that was given by us to the clients, or a view, calendar view, that how this exactly schedule looks. So this is something again they found it more useful, and something a functionality that we suggested to them. So they can create a new class, or they can schedule the classes monthly, and then they can publish this schedule to which the users or the students will get notifications. Then you have material upload. You can upload the material. The teachers can upload any kind of material, video, audio, um, theory, etc., etc. So this was one of the requirement given by client to us. Then we have notifications. This was one of the primary point that client had put, that how can we notify students real time notifications if a instructor is changing the class, how she can notify it. So this was one of the main point that we took into consideration, and we started doing it for them. So if you see, the notifications are based currently on three types. One is payment reminder, then is new schedule, and then schedule updated. So whenever instructor creates a new schedule, they notification is seen over here, which you can see. Next, we have last feature but not least, the payments. One of the major pain points for admin was the payments. So how these payments were conducted. Yeah. So how the why this payment model functionality is was given to us.
Samruddhi, I think there's a voice. Your voice is not audible. Samruddhi, your voice is not audible from the payment section. Can you just repeat it again?
Okay, so these were the functionalities and features with a view of the admin. The notifications for admins and alerts for admins are given over here. And these are the quick actions that we created for them. And a few more tabs on the dashboard are what are the pending tasks. This is a future functionality which we will be building for them is if a student has uploaded his assignment that was given to him, the teacher can review from here. So this was also one of the point that we took into consideration and we have planned for future enhancement. Now let us go to a student view. So again, for the demo purposes, we have created um, one demo login. Yeah. So this is a student dashboard or student view. One major thing that a student needs is his or her profile into the dance academy. And this is the page where it shows what are your details, what is your exact address, is there any immediate emergency contact, notification preferences, what is your batch information, then what are your major achievements, and then what are your stats, like what is your overall attendance, are your assignments completed, what is the average score, how many years you have been training with the academy, and etc. Also you can edit this particular profile. Then again, coming back to the dashboard view, we have exam records. So, as the client stated, this is a completely exam based course. So, everything that comes here is noted over here along with pictures and photos of the mark sheets of their exam. So, we created this particular records. Then we have class schedule. What is your class schedule? Upcoming classes. The class is on Sundays, December 7th. This is your first year class. So this is your class schedule. Study materials. Do you see any study materials assigned to your study from your? Then submit assignments. So you have to submit one video of yours. As this is a dance academy, this was one of the major requirements that students can submit their own videos over here. So they can submit their videos here. Then practice exam. There are some theory questions for fourth year and fifth year students. So there are some practice assignments, practice exam conducted. Then again, a progress tracker. What is your overall attendance? How many assignments are done? Then these are the skill assessment that is done by the teacher or the instructor, and this is the progress over time graph that will be generated, and this is the feedback given in form of comments. And last but not the least, payments, one of the most important. So if you see, November, October, September is paid, December is pending, and this is what the student will see on his own dashboard. So you have to pay. Okay, and yeah, that's it. So these are the major functionalities that we have built and we have delivered to the client till now. And it is currently on local setup, but this will be surely published, and we are looking forward to complete all the functionalities. So thank you so much.